ladies and any fabulous gentlemen who are watching my channel. I apologize in advance if I get any text messages during this message. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and I decided to do this video right before work, and today is my husband's and I's 10-year anniversary. So my mother-in-law's been texting me, my husband's been texting me, just going back and forth and saying we can't believe that it's been 10 years. So yeah. And for those of you who do not know, and I don't think I'm doing a personal video, so for the most part, I don't think anybody watches my channel knows, but I did get married very young, and I don't regret it. 10 years later, no regrets. So today's video is going to be I don't even want to say review, but basically, is the Morphe 350 palette worth all the hype? I've seen this palette on YouTube all over the place. I think Jaclyn Hill, at least Jaclyn Hill, is one of the only YouTubers that I regularly follow. I've seen every single one of her videos, several times, and I absolutely love her. I trust her, and I believe that she gives her honest opinions. And the whole sellout, which YouTube guru is getting paid to say what, I honestly don't believe that she is getting paid to say anything. So with that being said, it has blown up since, at least from what I can tell, has blown up since she recommended the palette, so that she absolutely loved it. I know she came out with her Morphe Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, but the 350, I keep hearing it over and over. So I have been trying to get my hands on this palette for a long time. Every single time it gets back in stock, it would get out of stock again. Like, people would just, buy it up. So I finally, I subscribed to the Morphe or whatever and said, let me know when it gets, back in stock. Got an email, and literally as soon as I got the email, I went back on to the Morphe website and went ahead and purchased it. So I think it was $23.99. I will put the description down below, but it was definitely under $30. So I'm not gonna go too much in depth about the colors. You've seen it all over, but when I got it, it is so much prettier in person than it is on camera. I mean, on camera, it looks pretty, and that's one of the reasons why I was attracted to it. But when you get it in person, the colors are so beautiful. This is a palette that these are colors that I gravitate towards. These are colors that I use on a daily basis. The oranges were a little nerve-wracking for me when I first saw it, but I ended up doing an eye look with them last weekend. We had gone out to fancy dinner and stuff like that for my husband's birthday, and I ended up doing kind of like a fiery orange look, and with my green eyes, it looked amazing. So definitely playing along with those, but with the browns in here, that's stuff that I use every single day. And what I like about it is it has different tones of browns. There's some mattes, there's some sparklies, there's a little bit of reddish browns, there's like purpley browns, there's like true browns. So it has a variety of different colors. So if you're somebody who likes warm colors, this is definitely a palette that I think that you will like. As far as the price goes, obviously it is ungodly expensive. It's cheaper than drugstore stuff for you to get this many eyeshadows, and they're big too. They're not, small itty bitty circles. They're, size of 2 fingers. So, definitely big. It's definitely, as far as price wise, it's a no-brainer. You get a lot of colors. Now, the biggest thing is it worth all the hype? Is it as great as everybody says it is? My opinion is I'm not a makeup artist. I am not in makeup artistry. I've never taken any classes. My YouTube channel is not really to make money. It's honestly to just be able to try out products and tell you how I like them. I love makeup, and I like talking about makeup. So this is strictly a hobby for me. It is not a second job. It's not ever going to be a full-time job. It's just, I really like buying new products, and I like telling people how I like them. So I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it just honestly as an excuse to buy more makeup. That is literally it. So is it worth all the hype? Is it worth everything, regardless of whether people are saying something about or getting paid to say something or not, is this palette worth what everybody is saying it is? And I honestly can say that it is. Aside from how cheap it is and how awesome the price is, regardless of that, the quality of these eyeshadows, my shirt's falling down. The quality of these eyeshadows are amazing. I have Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows. I have Makeup Geek. I have MAC. I have Clinique. I have Tarte. I have The Balm. I have tried a variety of different eyeshadows, And to be completely honest, when I look for eyeshadows, I look for eyeshadows that are dummy proof. I am not professional. I am never going to be really good at makeup, and I don't really want to be, but I want eyeshadows that make me feel like a professional. I want eyeshadows that blend easily, that don't have a lot of fallout, and fallout's not that big of a deal, but I want them to blend easily. I want to put them on and be like, oh wow, I'm really good at this. I want a dummy proof palette. I want dummy proof eyeshadows. That's what I look for in the eyeshadows. I've gotten rid of eyeshadow palettes because they're not dummy proof. You really have to blend them out and blend and put some more on and blend. I don't have time for that, and I'm not good at it. So I don't like eyeshadows like that. And I have a variety. There's some Makeup Geeks that I found that are really good, and then some that aren't really good. Anastasia is the same thing. Sometimes certain ones blend well, sometimes they don't. And those are, I wouldn't even say that they're high quality. Makeup Geek is still a really reasonable eyeshadows, but this is even cheaper than that. I like these better than that. I think the quality is probably, dare I say, the best quality eyeshadows that I've ever tried. And just from not a beauty guru, not a makeup artist or anything like that, just a girl next door who likes makeup and just wants a palette, be able to put on makeup and look like I know what I'm doing. That is these eyeshadows. I have been wearing it. I've probably had it for a week now. Maybe a week. I've been wearing them every single day. I've been playing with the different browns. I've been playing with the different shimmer colors. Like I said, I use the oranges. Every single one that I have used so far has the same consistency. I have not had one that I've tried where I'm like, oh my gosh, it's not blending well. There's some where I'm like, okay, it's not, that's not really the color I was going for or whatever. But as far as consistency, they are all consistently the same quality. So I really, really like that. Putting it all together, how cheap it is, how ridiculously cheap it is, how awesome the eyeshadows are, this is a no-brainer palette. This is a palette that the reason why it's getting so many rave reviews and you're seeing it on YouTube is because it is an awesome, awesome palette. I think it's an awesome palette for makeup artists. I think it's an awesome palette for beauty guru YouTube people. And I think it's an awesome palette for the girl next door. If you're somebody who likes makeup or getting into the makeup world or whatever it may be, but you're not a professional, you are going to love this palette because it's going to make you feel like a professional. There's nothing, honestly, there's nothing negative that I can say about it. I am 100% in love with this palette. I knew I was going to like it because Jaclyn Hill, I pretty much purchased whatever she says. I'm like, yes, I need that in my life. And I haven't been disappointed. So I knew that I was going to like it, but I didn't know that I was going to love it as much as I absolutely do. This has taken, the Tarte and Bloom palette that I was raving about last month I haven't even touched it. And I don't foresee myself touching it for a very, very long time because there's so many colors in here. There's so many different eye looks that you can do. Every single one of them, or the ones that I've tried so far, are so buttery and so blend so easily that I don't see myself getting bored with this palette for a very, very long time. In fact, what I'm going to do, I want to purchase some more. There's some other palettes in there. I believe the 350 one is still sold out. I actually just pulled it up because I wanted to verify the price. And you can get it on Amazon on Prime for $74.95. They have 8 left in stock. I mean, that's crazy. And you know what's even crazier is somebody's going to, I guarantee you, 8 people are going to buy it for $75. Are they worth $75? Maybe. I mean, honestly, the quality is such high quality. Obviously, I love the fact that I got it for $24. That just makes it an absolute no-brainer. I would really have to think about $75. But this palette's awesome. These are awesome colors. The quality's awesome. But there are other eyeshadow palettes that I saw. I thought about getting some like brighter colors. Not that I necessarily will use it that much because I'm not like a bright color person, but just to have some fun with. And because they are so inexpensive, I can purchase it. And even if I only use it once a month, I can justify the purchase because of how cheap they are. But definitely really like them. There's just nothing negative to say about it. So is it worth the hype that all over YouTube and all over Pinterest and all over everywhere that I've seen? Yes, it is. Even if they are being paid to say that it's worth, an awesome palette, regardless, it is an awesome palette. And that is an honest to God review. So, that is that. Yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. I honestly, as soon as it gets back in stock, definitely purchase it, because I think it's something that everybody, especially if you like warm colors, this is a palette that you're going to absolutely be in love with. And especially if you're somebody who is not a makeup artist, that you're not, you're not a professional, but you're just looking for and I hate to use dummy proof because we're not dummies, but just a very easy blendable palette, a very beginner's palette. Or even a high-end, even if you've been doing makeup for a long time and you just want some warm colors or something, ease of use or whatever. This is a palette that I think absolutely everybody will love. Obviously, if you like more cool tone colors, then you're probably not going to like it as much. But if you love warm colors, you're going to absolutely fall in love with this palette, just like I did. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you have purchased this palette, you've used this palette, leave your comments below. Let other viewers know if the hype is worth what everybody is saying it is. That way people can see. It's so hard on YouTube to, there's the ones that I watch. Jaclyn Hill is probably only one that I honestly believe that she hasn't sold out on. And Kathleen Lights too. I don't think, I just get like a very honest vibe from them. But there's some other ones that I'm like, I feel like, they're getting paid to say what they are, saying, which, we all have to work and we all have jobs, and I don't think that it's wrong by any means or whatever. And the great thing, the world that we live in, we can pretty much return anything. So if you purchase something and you don't like it, you can return it. So, and there's some things that I've purchased even from Jaclyn Hill that I'm like, it didn't work as great as I want. It worked for her. I trust her opinion that it worked for her. It just didn't work out for me. So, yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave your comments below. Until next time, bye. Oh, and I apologize about my hair. I should have said that before. It is still wet. I am going through an anti-hair getting ready phase. I am refusing to blow dry it, and for no other reason, not beauty reasons or anything like that. I am just plumb lazy. I've hit a wall where I'm like, I'm so sick of my hair. And it's not even that it's bad. Like, I'm trying to grow it out or whatever, and it's not like it just hangs there or whatever. I just am so sick of styling it. I'm like, and I want to cut it off because I'm like, I'm so sick of it. But I've just been letting it air dry and then just throwing it up in a ponytail, and that is what I've been loving. So it is flat, it's dull, it's lifeless. My layers look super, super choppy, and it looks crazy because it's still wet. So, yeah. Not doing anything crazy with it. It's not greasy. It is just wet from me refusing to blow dry it because I'm lazy. That's all.